beautiful people are there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Peter Best Titilayo, and this is Codecraft with Peter Best Titilayo. Our culture in Codecraft is to explore creativity in tech world. To all my returning subscribers and viewers, you are my real VIP, and I'm saying a very big thank you to you all. Your likes, your shares, and your comments gives me the energy to return with exciting content. And if this is the first time you're coming across to my YouTube channel, I'm saying a very big welcome to you. This is the red carpet for you, and I want you to do some things for me. I want you to get a chair for yourself, cross your leg, get a popcorn and some writing materials, because on this YouTube channel I don't just give out premium entertainment, I also dish out educating and life-changing videos. All right, let's dive into today's section in Codecraft. Okay, today I'm going to be introducing us to some important applications you must have as a tech beginner or as a tech intermediate, or whatever area you have gotten to in tech. All right, this video, as I said earlier, these videos are actually included to every tech beginner. All right, so let's dive into them. There are some basic and important applications that you must have as a beginner. All right, and I'm also going to be leading us on how to use this. I'm going to be introducing us to the features of these applications and how to use them. All right, let me start with my favorite application, which I call the Pixel app. All right, I want you to take note that I already have most of these applications downloaded on my phone, so I'm not going to be needing to go to my Google Play Store. So for you who don't have all these apps, just go to your Google Play Store and you will get them. Make sure you are not getting the pirated ones. Make sure you are getting the original ones. That's why you'll be seeing the logo of each and every one of these applications. All right, so my top one is my Pixel app. Yes, as you can see, this is the logo of Pixel app. So while downloading from the Google Play Store, make sure you are downloading the right one. So as a beginner, this is the first thing. After downloading your Pixel app and you open the application, this is the first thing that you are going to be seeing on your device. It's going to be showing you a very plain canvas which you can work on. All right, so this is the first thing I want you to know, that these are just these are backgrounds that you can use. As you can see, these are backgrounds that are already free and you can access it depending on what you want to do. All right, and this also leads me to explaining to us what this is all about. This is the text. This is how you get your text. If you want to write anything, this is how you write your text. Welcome. All right, so this is me typing in my text. As you can see. Okay, sorry. So this is me typing in my text, and I press the OK. So you can see. So the first thing you are going to be seeing is this. Now, if I'm here and I want to add another text, what am I going to do? You can see this alphabet that is here. You are going to click on it. After clicking on it, either you want to write a quote, you click on the quote icon, which you can see there are a lot of quotes written out there, but you can actually write your own quotes yourself. That is not what I'm going to be explaining to us today. I'm going to be teaching us how to access the text. So you can see by the left hand side a plus sign, and beneath it we have the text. So you are going to be pressing it, and it comes with different options. It comes with the edit, delete, copy to front, to back, position, relative position, text, padding, color, text, opacity, rotate, mask, front, style, curve, background, align, spacing, line spacing, stroke, shadow, inner shadow, emboss, perspective, 3D rotate, 3D text, 3D shadow, and lastly the reflection. Now I'm going to be going very fast and make sure you grab everything I'm teaching you. And if you are yet to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I want you to do that right away. If you are getting value from this YouTube channel, I want you to click the notification bell so as to be aware when I post new and exciting content. All right, as you can see, it's showing me new text, and all I want to do now is to edit my text and insert the words I want to. Now I'm going to click in on the edit and delete, and also go straight to insert what I want to do. So this is me inserting what I want to put as my text, and after inserting it, I'm going to click on the OK, and I will bring it down because this is not what I want to do. Now, as you all know what the delete stands for, the delete is when I want to delete, but I'm not going to be deleting it. And also the copy means when you want to copy a particular text, it copies. And to the front, this applies to when you have a particular image. Let's assume I want to add another image to this particular Canva that I have, and this is me trying to get another image. And let's assume I have another image placed on this, and I want to bring my text to the front. This is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sending this image to back while my text comes to the front. Okay, let's assume the text is very small, and my text is at the back. I can just shift it and bring my text and say to front, and my text comes to the front. All right, this is not what I'm going to be doing today. So also I'm going to be teaching us positioning. Now this is just the manual positioning. If I want to position to the right, if I want to position to the left, if I want to position up, if I want to position down, this is it. And also you can increase the pace at which your positioning is moving, either by using the plus sign, or by using the minus sign, or by just scrolling with your hand, depending on the level of intensity you want it to move. As you can see, but this is not where I'm going to today. Now the relative position. The relative position deals with a very faster way of applying your text to whichever position you want it to be. Like me taking it down, it goes down. Like let's assume it's here, and I want it to go to the other side, I take this way. And let's assume I want it to go the other way. Let's assume I want it to go up. Let's assume I want it at the center. Let's assume I want it at the middle. This is how to go about it. This is what the relative position does. The relative position is a faster way to give you which position you want your text to be. All right, now we go to the size. Now what the size does is, if I want to increase the size of my text, this is what the size is all about: increasing or decreasing your text. You can also increase or decrease your text by using the plus sign or this minus sign. All right, so this is me trying to reduce my, because I'm already used to this particular application. Because I'm actually used to this particular application, I'm just going to be using my, I'm already used to it, so I'm jumping protocols now, and I'm going to be putting my text at the middle. Yes. All right, I'm going to be bringing it down with my relative position. Yes, I think this is enough. Now we also have the padding. This actually has to do with you getting left padding. As you can see what it's doing, as you can see. So this is what it's all about. But I'm not in for this today. Yes, I'm not in for this today. So then we also have the major and the important aspect of this application, the tools, which is the color for the texting. So if I want to change the color of my text to whichever color that I want, this is what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be using a brighter color because I don't really like my background, because my background looks a bit all right, so I'm going to be keeping it. Yes, now this is the texture. If I want to give my text a texture, this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be selecting a texture now, and it's going to be giving me a different texture. So this is what I'm going to be doing, a texture. Yes, as you can see, can you see it has a texture now? Can you see? I'm going to be changing the texture now. I will go to texture. I'm going to be changing the texture for us to see how it is to change the texture of a particular. Can you see? So I'm changing the texture of this particular. Can you see? All right, so also you are going to continue moving. We move to the opacity. Opacity has to do with how clear you want your image or your text or whatever design to appear. So if I reduce the opacity to 0, you will not see my text anymore, while if I increase it to 100%, it's going to be showing. If I want it to not to appear totally, this is how to do it. I reduce the opacity, but I actually want my text to appear, so I'm not reducing the opacity. And also, if you go to the rotate actually has to do with the angles of your text. So if I'm rotating my text with the plus sign, it's going to be going this way, and if I'm bringing it to the with my minus sign, is going to, and also I can make use of this and this. So it is much safer for you to make use of your plus and minus while rotating your text, so that you are going to be having a perfect angle for your text. All right, so I will also be taking us to the mask. So whichever area I want to mask my, so you can see the mask also has a lot of mode. We have the masking, we have the mask out, and so on and so forth. So one thing about this application or other software applications for designing or doing whatever you want to do in tech is that the more you make use of it, the more you get acquainted to it. There are a lot of undiscovered aspects of these applications that you cannot imagine. In fact, you cannot discover and get to the end of this application in a day. So the more you keep using it, the better you become at operating it. Now we also go to the front, and this is what I'm going to be doing now. I want to change the font. I already taught us what font is all about, so I'm going to be changing my font to. One good thing about this application is that it has a lot of exciting and interesting fonts. So I actually want a bolder and a thicker font, and this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be using this particular font. I actually like it. I'm going to be using this particular font, and this is what I'm going to be doing. Also, I'm going to reduce the size. All right, furthermore, let us see which other things we have. We have the style. This comes in when you want to make your text look italic, underlined. When you want to underline your text, okay, probably I should change the color. I have to remove the texture. Yes, so that you can see what I'm talking about. So this is me. I have underlined my text. Now I don't want to underline it anymore. I'm going to press my back. It's going to go back. So this is me. Let me do that again. First of all, I'm going to need to change the text of this so that you will see what I'm talking about, and also I want to change the color so that you see what I'm talking about. You can see my design, my text design is actually looking plain. Now I'm going to underline it from my style. I'm going to underline it, so as you can see it's underlined, and if I want to do undo, I'm going to undo, and that goes the same way if I want to italic it or make it bold or do this to it. So whatever I want to do, my this thing is actually misbehaving because I have to clear space. But notwithstanding, let's proceed. We go to the alignment. This is you aligning your text, especially when you have a lot of text like this. So it's already aligned. I can align this way, I can bring it this way, but I want it this way. And also the same goes with the spacing. When I want a spacing like this, but getting some space like this is actually making it look somehow. So this is me trying to give it a fitting space. Yeah, I think I like this, and I also want to space this because I actually don't like the space. Yep, so I think this is better. And also, when you want the line spacing, especially when you have a particular design like this, it gives the spacing. Can you see? If you don't so let's just give it the normal spacing. All right. And also we have the stroke. When you want to stroke, you can see I can decide to stroke it with any color I like. And also we have the shadow. When I want to apply shadow, I'm applying a red shadow, as you can see. All right, we have the inner shadow as well, and I'm giving it an inner shadow, but too much of everything is too much. Is not okay, so I'm not going to be doing all this to my design today. And so we have other perspective, 3D, and so on and so forth. So let's jump down straight to a particular. This particular aspect is one major aspect you need to understand properly as a graphic designer or someone who wants to make use of this application, which is the part where you press. You see this particular shape, this particular shape after clicking on it is going to bring you stickers, import, draw, shapes, benzer, and arrow. So it's going to be giving you a lot of things. So what this particular thing does is that when you want to import images on your Canva, let's go. Okay, let's assume I want to import an image that I've already prepared for my design. When we are designing our first flyer, you are going to be seeing the use of this. Okay, let's assume I'm bringing in from my round photo, and this is what I'm importing. As you can see, I've already imported, and I can resize this to whichever size I want to. So this is it, and I can as well make it so big and take it to the back, and also to make the opacity to reduce. Can you see? Such a beautiful. Can you see? Can you see? Yeah. So this particular, as you can do a lot with your image that you've imported. Now when you are actually done, you go back, and this is it. Let's assume you want to import let's assume you want to import an image. Yes, so this is what you are going to be doing. Sorry, I meant a shape. So let's assume you want to import a particular shape. So this is what you are going to be doing. So whichever shape you want to import, we have different type of shapes. We have the square, we have the round shape, we have the heart shape, we have the arrow, we have the triangle, and also we have the star, the love, the super, all right, so I'm not dealing with shapes yet, so I'm not going to be going into this. So this particular square that has it in double line, in itself doubled, you can use it to edit whatsoever you want to edit, be it color, be it being transparent, making your design transparent like this. You can see I've changed the color of my design. All right, so I'm trying to see a color that looks good. All right, so this is it, and whatever you want to do, whatever magic you want to create with your background, this particular icon is going to help you do that. And this also has to do with rotating, vintaging, noise, strips, whatever, brightness, contrast, and whatever you want to do. So this is just me trying to give you a rough idea of every application and how you can navigate your way through them. Now, if you want to save any of your design, this is what you are going to do. As you can see right up, you have different icons. This is the plus icon. This particular plus icon is actually used in adding whatever you want to add. Current date, it will bring it. Text, it will bring it. This is the text it's going to bring. So whatever you want to add, shapes, it's going to bring it. It's going to bring it. Whatever you want to bring from gallery, that is importing image from gallery. Draw, that if you're an artist, this particular application is very, very interesting to use, and as an artist you can draw whatever you want to draw with this application. Now I move to the second icon, which looks like a SIM card. This particular icon saves your images. Now, number one thing you will do as an artist trying to use this application is that the first thing you do is save as project. You are going to give your work a project name. I can use this as rehearsal, and I save. And after saving, I will still go back to the same SIM card and say save as image. Now, while saving as image, I want you to calm down and listen to me properly. While listening to me, if you know you are here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I want you to do that right now. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, hit the notification button, and I want you to give me a comment on the comment section. Tell me how far you have been progressing since we started this training together, and also I want you to tell me how much you like this video by giving me the like or dislike. Alright, so now the image format, the JPG no transparency, actually is recommended for basic sharing of images or saving of images and all that. Now, if you are the type of person that this particular design, I want to print it, what you are going to do is that you are going to change the image format to PNG. Now, using PNG format is going to help you get high quality pictures. It's going to enable the quality and the opacity and the view of your whatever to be very, very quality. Now, don't forget that without giving it the appropriate quality, you are also going to have an unprofessional output. So now, if you are the type that you want to print this particular design, you are going to be using PNG as your image format, and the quality is going to be on ultra. Now, I as a person, I'm not going to be printing this. All I'm going to be doing is going to my JPG, and I'm also going to be giving it very high. Reason being is that a lot of social media these days actually reduce the quality of your design. So when saving your quality dimension to very high is going to help. Then you press save to your gallery. Now, this is going to take some seconds, so you have to be calm. Make sure you don't close this particular page while doing this. And also we have this that looks like this, and which is the share. It's a quick share icon where you can share. As you can see, we have the Facebook, the Twitter, the Google Plus, and we have the WhatsApp, the Instagram, the Twitter, and all other social media. But I'm not going to be sharing this particular design on social media. And also we have these three dots. This three dots actually has a lot of functions. Use image from gallery. This is when you want to change the background of your design, when you want to change the words, the background of your design. And we also have the full screen. This is me getting my Canva and my work on full screen without me having anything surrounding it. But I'm going back because I'm teaching us how to use this application. And also we have use image from camera. So it's going to be taking us to camera where we can snap ourselves and get a shot of what we want to use. But this is not what I want to use. So now we have a lot of things, and we have this particular place. It takes us back to whichever area we don't want to. It's like undoing a particular action. All right, now we have this particular this thing. It zooms your, this thing is going to give you a lot of rotate, vintage, noisy, blah 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 blah. Now this particular grid you are seeing here, it's actually very important. This particular grid is actually a lesson on its own. What it does is that it is a ruler for your design. Now in my previous video, I was talking to us about your video being in balance. Just like people say life is not balanced, but as a graphic designer or as a tech, every of your work must be balanced. So this is your ruler for your design. So it actually helps you coordinate to know the length and breadth of your designs. So as you can see, if I want to use my ruler, this is how to use it. You go to your settings. Your settings actually helps you to navigate through this ruler. So now if I want to add ruler either to the left or to the right, this is how to go about it. And then I navigate through with all this, as you can see. But I am very good, so I navigate with my hand, which sometimes might not really be advisable. But anyway, this is not where I'm going, so I'm going to be offing my ruler. And this particular layer, very important. Now if I want to lock any part of my design, this is actually the area I will go to. You know, there are some times when as a designer you are just done with a particular aspect of your design, probably the image or the background that you have added to the image. You are going to be locking this part so that it will not distract you nor move away from where you want it to be it the text as well that you want to lock. It's going to be locking and it cannot move, as you can see. All right, let me make this not to move. As you can see, both the text and the background is no longer moving because I have already used my lock to lock it. Now while using your lock to lock it, maybe you want to check out how good or bad a particular design is on your Canva. You can use this eye icon. So when you press the eye icon and it's showing red, it's going to hide that particular maybe text or image. So this is going to help you to see, have a view and a perspective of how your design looks like. But if you like it and you want to return it, all you just need to do is to click back the eye and it brings it. All right, so this will be all today for this Canva. Now I want to go to my number 2 rated application, which is my photograph. This is actually one of the best application I'm recommending to all beginners. Now this application actually has a lot of users, and as I said earlier, I have already downloaded these applications, so I don't need to download them, and it's not going to waste my time while editing. Now I want you to take note of something. While using most of this application, you don't need to on your data. When you on your data, a lot of ads will keep popping up and it will keep consuming your data and it will keep interfering with your work. So you don't want interference with your work. You switch off your data, especially while using your Pixel app and this photo grid. Now this photo grid actually has a lot of interesting features. Number 1, you can use it to edit videos. Number 2, you can use it to collage your pictures, edit your pictures, and also most importantly, what I do with this application is getting amazing background. Now this application actually helps me to get plain backgrounds or whichever background I want to use for my designs. So now let's assume I want a plain background. Now this is what I'm going to do. As you can see, it's showing me a plain background. Now it has varieties of background. We have it's going to take a while for the background to load. So we have different background. As I showed us earlier, we have the orange, we have the black, we have the white, we have the red, we have the green, we have the blue, we have the pink, we have the blue, we have this is turquoise blue, we have the orange, we have the yellow, we have the green. We all have different shades in this particular application. So this is my go-to application when I need background. So now I'm going to be explaining to us how to actually use this particular application to edit pictures. I tell you, this is actually one of the pictures I use when I want to create a passport, and I tell you, I've not really been paying for passports except if I need printed passport. But if I want to upload a passport on a particular website, I've actually been using this particular application. But this is not what I'm going to be teaching us today. I'm going to be taking us to another interesting software application that you must have as a graphic designer or as a tech guru. Now it's called the photo layers. Now one thing about the photo layers is that it's very interesting. Make sure you are not turning on your data while using this application, because a lot of video ads and a lot of ads will be interfering while you are using it. Now the first thing you are going to see after installing your photo layers from your Google Play Store is to load a photo. You click on the load a photo and it's going to take you to your photo gallery, where you are going to select the beautiful picture you want to edit. And this is what I'm doing right now. I want to edit a very beautiful picture so that I will be able to continue using the picture in my work. So now, number one thing you don't want to do while using this app is cropping your pictures. When you crop your picture, the quality of your picture is going to drop. And I said earlier on that using blurry images as a graphic designer or as a tech guru actually makes you an unprofessional. So now, one thing about this particular app is that you don't crop, you don't resize. Some people might not know what I mean by crop. What I mean by crop is resizing your image. You don't need to resize your image. Just click on the done after you have selected the particular image you want to work on. Now photo layer is actually one of the best apps to use when you want to remove the background of any particular image. Now the first thing I'm going to be doing is to cut. This particular application is actually used also to edit pictures, but I use it as my number one background remover. So I'm going to be auto removing this particular background. As you can see, you see it works like magic? So this is me removing the background of this photo. As you can see, it works like magic. So this is me removing it. As you can see, it's working like magic. So this is me removing the background. Now most of the time I actually enjoy using my magic. Why? Because magic is easy to navigate, because it leaves no space for any error. So this is me using the magic. I'm just trying to use different icons you can use on this particular application. So this is me, I'm using another one, ensuring everything about this particular image is very clear. So this is me, as you can see. So actually I am done with removing the background. So you can see it does not take how many seconds for me to do this. So I'm actually done. Now one thing you want to do after removing the background of your image is to smoothen the edges of your image. Now the reason why we smoothen the edges of your image is that it helps in removing the aspect that makes it look edited. So it makes your picture look it makes it look top notch. As you can see, it has removed those rough edges and makes it look smoother. So you press the done, and don't make a mistake. Although it saves to history, but you must save your work. And so this is me, I've already saved my image. So this is how to use my photo layer. So I'm going to be taking us to another important app that you must have as a graphic designer or as a tech guru. Now this is what I call the round photo. Now a lot of my trainees, they've been coming popping up with a lot of questions concerning this particular application, that they are finding it difficult to use, especially when it comes to removing the background after working on the image. Now this is what I'm going to be teaching us. So pay attention to this video. I'm going to be teaching us how to remove the background after working on the image. Now this is me. I already have this application installed. So this is the icon you are going to be seeing on your Google Play Store. Now let's assume the image I want to get. So let me go to my okay, I'm going to be going to my all right, so this is me trying to search for a beautiful picture. Yes, I've gotten one. So this is me. I'm going to be clicking on this particular image. So now on this particular application, you have different shapes that you can transform your work into. Whatever shape you want to get. Love beads, animal shapes. You can see we have the animal shapes also. Okay, but I'm not going to be using the animal. For those who want to create Christmas tree, you can do the Christmas tree magic from this. Okay, I think this is actually giving me a vibe. I'm going to be using this image for Christmas tree. And now you are going to go to your background. When you go to your background, whichever background you want to give, but because of the type of design I have in my mind, I'm going to be removing the background. Now once you press this particular background remover, you are going to be seeing a blank background. That means the background has been erased. The background has been what? Has been erased. Then you press your save. As you can see, while saving, you are going to be seeing a transparent background at the back. If this is not happening to you, probably there's something you are not getting right. So for all my trainees asking me questions that, please ma, this particular image, I'm finding it difficult to remove the background while using my my round photo. So this is how to do the magic. All right, so this is me taking us to another important application. It is called the Canva. So in my next video, I'm going to be diving straight into the Canva and how to use it. So stay tuned, as I am going to be teaching us in my next video on how to use the Canva app. Now the Canva app is actually very sweet and interesting. So thank you for watching this particular video, and if you have gained much more value, I want you to give this particular video a like and also share, and also inform someone about this YouTube channel and the goodies is giving you. And I want to see you in my next section, Codecraft with Peter Best Titilayo. Thank you for watching, and thank you for staying tuned with me. Don't forget to hit the notification button so that when I drop a new video, you'll be aware, and also make sure you are subscribed to this channel.